I request everyone to be seated as we are going to start the session. To lead us into the next segment, we have Dr. Kannan Girish, MBBS MD, psychiatrist, psychotherapist, founder and CEO, Live Life Education. Dr. Kannan is a doctor by profession and an education leader by passion. A globally recognized child and adolescent psychiatrist, education thought leader, and social entrepreneur, he is the founder and CEO of Live Life Education, one of India's leading organizations transforming schools and colleges into centers of life readiness, leadership, and socio-emotional growth. In 2007, after completing his MD in psychiatry, Dr. Kannan began his clinical practice, gaining deep insight into the mental health and development needs of children and adolescents. Through his experience, he observed that while students excelled academically, they often struggled in life, raising a critical question. Are schools and colleges truly preparing students to thrive beyond academics and lead meaningful, balanced, and resilient lives? In 2011, recognizing a gap in preparing students for life beyond academics, he founded Live Life Education. In 2017, scaling his vision, Live Life Education partnered with Franklin Conway Co. USA, the world's largest and most respected leadership organization. Along these initiatives, Dr. Kannan has engaged with leading schools and learning ecosystems worldwide, including the United States, Brazil, Europe, Japan, Dubai, and several Asian countries. We welcome Kannan sir to take over the session.
Check. All right. Check, 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 check. Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. Nalla சாப்பிட்டீங்களா? Okay, all of you stand up, 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 stand up. Nicely come to sleep. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. All of you stretch, stretch like this. Stretch, 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 stretch. Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. Hands up, nicely up, 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 up. Sideways, sideways, sideways. Other side, other side. Back side, back side, back side. Forward, forward. Yes, forward போங்க சார். ஓ தொப்பை இருக்கா? போக முடியல. Forward, 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 forward. Now, I want you to turn to the partner next to you and give a high five. Go. ஐயோ நான் ஹை ஃபை கொடுக்க சொன்னேன். சில பேர் நல்லா இப்படி வைங்க கை. எல்லாம் கை தூக்குங்க. And now turn to your partner and give a high five. Brilliant. Turn to another partner and give a high five. So now what I'm going to do is, all of you repeat. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. Okay? So before I say 1, 2, 3, I want to ask you these questions. How many of you have children, own children? சில பேருக்கு டவுட்டா இருக்கு. How many of you have own children? Everybody has. Okay, keep down. How many of you were a child sometime in your life? ஓ மத்தவங்க எல்லாம் இல்ல ஆகாயத்துல இருந்து கீழே விழுந்தீங்களா? All of us were children. Yes or no? Yes or no? So I say 1, 2 and 3. I want you to go and celebrate like a child. How does a child celebrate? A 4-year-old? இவ்வளோ சௌகமாவா பண்ணுவாங்க சில பேர் பண்றாங்க. Yeah! I want you to celebrate like a child. Like, yeah! Come on. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Little more. 1, 2, 3. So now what we're going to do is I'll say 1, 2, 3. You celebrate yeah and I'll say the word go. The moment I say go, you will turn around and give a high five. Okay? So give a high five. And no, it's okay. You can do now. All right? Give you a high five and then you will point at the person. All of you point at someone next to you. Point. Point at someone next to you. Next to you, not to me. Next to you. Point at someone and say, you. Nicely. You are awesome. All right? So now what we are going to do is I'll say 1, 2 and 3. All of you will say yeah. Then I'll say go. The moment I say go, At least to 5 to 6 people around you, you will give a high five and say, you are awesome. Again, high five. Now, very important. When you give a high five, you should say, you are awesome. Don't say like this, you are awesome. Make the person feel awesome. Do you agree that's very important? Yes or no? We need to learn as educators and leaders how to make another human being feel awesome about themselves, which could also include our own children in our lives. Yes or no? Yes? So can we all learn to do that? Yes? So I say 1, 2, 3. All of you will say yeah. Then I say go. Who will say go? Who will say go? I'll say. And then you will give high five to 5 people at least. 5 people and say, you are awesome. Now, very important. If someone looks at you and says, you are awesome, then what you have to do is just shake the person a little bit. Because அவங்க ரொம்ப நாள் ஆச்சு எலும்பி லைஃப்ல. So you shake and make them and you say you are awesome to minimum 5 people, and then I will clap my hands and then you will all come down and sit. Okay, ready? Ready? Louder, ready? 1, 2. உங்க ஃபேஸ் எப்படி இருக்கு தெரியுமா இப்போ? The boys and girls in the toilet break முன்னாடி அப்படியே வெயிட் பண்ணுவாங்க தெரியுமா? ஓடலாமா உட்காரலாமா ஓடலாமா உட்காரலாமா. Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3, go! And go 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 out go out go out go out go out go out. Awesome, you are awesome. And give a round of applause. And take your seat, take your seat, take your seat. Slide. So, how many of you are seeing me for the first time in your life? First time. Enna paathade illa, inda urvatha paathade illa. How many of you have seen me multiple time in your life? Oh my God. So many of you all. All right. So before I start, I am Dr. Kanan Girish for the new people. I am a psychiatrist, psychotherapist and counselor, and I am the founder of this organization called Live Life Education. What is Live Life Education? நான் ஆரம்பிச்சது 2008ல when I finished psychiatry. I wanted to do something for children. Parents will bring their children for me. சார் பையன் இப்படி பண்றா சார், பொண்ணு இப்படி பண்றா சார், இது சரியில்லை சார், அது சரியில்லை சார், இப்படி பண்றா சார், அது பண்றா, இது பண்றா, இது பண்றா, அது பண்றா, பெரிய கம்ப்ளைண்ட். Parent வெளியே போன உடனே child will start. Sir, mother not good sir, father not good sir, teacher not good sir, nobody good sir, only I am good sir. I'll give all sorts of counseling. போயிட்டு அடுத்த வாரம் வருவான். Sir, one day you attend class in my school and see sir, you will give me national award for living with that. Sir, one day you attend the max class and see sir, for your depression you will come to me only for counseling. And that's where I really felt there's a whole gap between our generation and our children's generation. Yes or no? How many of you remember the Oleum that used to come on TV? What time was it? What time was it? Brilliant. எத்தனை பேருக்கு அந்த beautiful Doordarshan symbol ஞாபகம் இருக்கு? And how many of you remember this wonderful time in history where your family அப்படியே டிவி பார்த்துட்டு இருப்பீங்க, சடனா ஒயிட் லைன்ஸ் எல்லாம் வர ஆரம்பிக்கும், யாராவது ஒருத்தங்க ஓடி போய் அந்த ஏரியால ஆட்டுவாங்க, and we all used to celebrate. Yes or no? அது ஒரு அழகிய. Let's give a round of applause to that nostalgic times. Come on everybody. இன்னையோட ஜெனரேஷனுக்கு அது என்னைக்குமே தெரியவும் தெரியாது. Today's child has close to 2 crore TV channels on a cell phone today. 2 crore. Can you get that? 2 crore. And when I started this, it was with a single passion. One of the students of mine, one of a patient I was treating, one boy, he was hyperactive. I gave him medicines, told him to come next week. He didn't come back. Principal gave him a TC. Father hit him in a fit of rage, and he ran to the 4th floor, got on top of the terrace parapet wall, and jumped. That death really shook me from within. That child should have lived. That child should have had a chance to know why he was born in the world. That day, I made a decision in my life. No child should ever commit suicide in this world. And it was with that interest I started this organization called Live Life Education. Started with one student in my clinic. By grace of God, we have done our programs to more than 4 lakh to 5 lakh kids in the last 15 years. And in 2017, I was honored with the Award of Excellence from the Honorable President of India for my work in the area of adolescent depression. Now, do you all agree today academics also has become a big burden for our children? Yes or no? Technology could have done a lot of good, but is actually creating a lot of addiction in our children. Yes or no? And as educators, I want all of you to be very careful about certain things that's happening in the world today. I don't know how many of you read newspapers? How many of you read in the pair illa fulla thorandu padikkirathu? Do you all know on August 24th of this month, Sam Altman, who runs ChatGPT, came to India, met our Prime Minister and gave 5 lakh free licenses for schools and colleges in India. Do you all know that? Within 1 month, Perplexity tied up with Airtel to give free Perplexity app to all their Airtel followers. Within 1 month after that, Reliance Mukesh Ambani joined with Google to give Gemini AI Pro free for all the 18-year-old to 24-year-old. Watch. All of these companies with billions of dollars want the attention of our children today. Are you all getting that clear? Yes or no? If you find your children are getting more and more addicted to digital, it's because the AI has now been integrated into digital. The AI looks at how the child is watching, which video the child is watching more, and starts to give that video and that type more. The moment a child swipes a video, it has an algorithm why the child swiped, and based on which it gives the next set of videos. I'll give you a classic example. When my daughter was in 11 years old, she was a fan of this Korean band called Blackpink. Have you all heard of that, Blackpink? Immediately after 1 year, it went to BTS. Within 2 years, it went to Justin Bieber. All of this done by the algorithm which is there on YouTube. And that's where I found that many times our children get addicted to a technology, and because of which, finally, they become the slave of that technology. Instagram is free. Snapchat is free. WhatsApp is free. Facebook is free. Do you think they are all Mother Teresa? No. They are all wanting your addiction on their site. And I tell you, last week, Sam Altman of ChatGPT filed for IPO. The IPO is for $1 trillion. Can you beat that? $1 trillion. And you know, in the IPO, there was one line there. I don't know how many of you noted. I mean, obviously, we wouldn't have noted. In that line, he said, we have 5 lakh free licenses given to a potential where in another 5 years, we will have 600 million users in India. Can you see that? How he tied up with the government. Government gives ChatGPT free of cost to all the teachers. Teachers start using it with the student. Student gets into their customer base. Within a point of time, he'll start earning money out of it. Following which now, he has actually sold it for an IPO. And I want to say all of you now, we're going to do a small survey. Take out your cell phones. Take out your cell phones. Quick, 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 fast, fast. Take out your cell phone. Adukku ChatGPT check pannadinga. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a QR code. I want you to scan that QR code immediately. And once you scan it, you click on that link, and there'll be a small survey. We want to conduct a survey of the 4 important problems. And I will tell you, and in the end of the survey, there'll be a link to join a group. Just go to the group and we'll have the result of that survey. I want to see how much of the commonest problems you face. All right? Let's scan it. Quick. Scan it. Quick, 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 quick. Scan it. Done. And then fill that up quick. I've got 1 more minute. Quick. Fast. Fill it, fill it. And I want you to write the answers of what are the commonest problems the teacher faces, student faces, a principal faces, and a school as a whole faces. The survey is there on that. Quick. So it's the reality of education survey. Quick. Done? All of you scanned? Done. Fill it, fill it, fill it, fill it. Fill, 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 fill fast. So that I can know exactly who's actually got everything right, who's actually not got anything right. Sometimes the problems you think as a problem is not the actual problem. There's something underlying there. Done. Quick, 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 quick. Answer the questions. There are only 4 questions. Did you all get to the questions? One is for teachers, one is for principals, one is for student, and one is for school as a whole. Done? இன்னுமா போட்டோ எடுத்துட்டு இருக்கீங்க? நீங்க நம்ம ஜெனரேஷன் நினைக்கிறேன் மேடம். வரலையா? நெட் ஸ்லோவா? Which subscription are you? Vodafone? No, Airtel? Because Airtel is very fast. Jio is also fast. Jio's fast. Maybe lot of Jios in the room. Done? Yes? Result. Ask him to put the result. Done. All of you done? Done, done. Done? We did this last time in around 1,500 principals in Chandigarh, and almost 97% said the same answer, and we were stunned. 97 said the same answer as the number one problem that they are facing. Now let's see in Chennai also, does it repeat? Done? All right. So you submitted it? Yes? All of you submitted it? Did you hit submit? Because then only we can tally it down. Yes? All right. So once you have submitted it, now I'll show you what is the global trend. Now you've already done it. I don't know what's the survey result, but I will tell you the global trend, and by the time I finish it, you will understand it was the same thing that you actually typed. Today, அதுக்குள்ள WhatsApp check பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டீங்களா? All right, all of you look up. Today, the global trend is this. Anxiety, loneliness, and depression are on the rise across the globe. And I see children coming and telling me today, I have 1,000 friends on Instagram, doctor, but not a single friend to share my problem with. இன்னைக்கு இருக்கிற ஜெனரேஷனே ஒரு lonely generation. And I'll tell you why with statistics. First, the terms that we use is called the loneliest generation, the anxious generation, and the epidemic of anxiousness, of loneliness. இன்னைக்கு தனிமைத்தன்மை நிறைய இருக்கு. ஏன்னா you all remember the joint family of our era? Yes or no? Where we all used to be together. Today they say mother, father live in the same house. It is called joint family. It's a fact. Today they don't even talk to each other. And that's a big problem we are facing. Second, another beautiful survey that was done is this. When do students feel connected? They have their academic performance going up, self-worth going up, and ability to escape poverty going up. But when they feel they are not connected, either with a friend, a teacher, or a student, they start all going down. And I'll give you this with a beautiful survey that was done recently. Look at this. When there is not a single person connected in their life, can you see how much is the percentage of loneliness? How much is it? 62. When they have one person in their life, it comes down to 46. When they have 2 to 4, it comes down to 29. And watch, when they have 5 or above, how much does it come down to? This is the root cause for all your digital addiction. Because children are lonely, they don't know how to while away their time, so this is becoming their best friend. Are you all getting this clear? Yes or no? They don't have an adult that actually trusts them. I want you to take a photo of this slide. The top 10 skills that a child requires in the next 10 years. And you'll be surprised, only the top 2 have anything to do with academics. Rest all have nothing to do with academics. And the last 2 is my most important. What are they? Louder. And? Exactly. The ability of a human being to manage his time and how curious he is to learn another skill will be the defining factor of the next century. Those are the children who will start doing much better. Those are the children who will start engaging much better. And those are the children who will start thriving in a world level. All of you remember a name of a teacher who really loved in school and you used to wait for that teacher's class. How many of you have a teacher like that? Yes? Now all of you, I want you to think of that teacher. Think of that teacher. How many of you remember the color of the dress of that teacher? How many of you remember the beautiful words the teacher spoke? How many of you remember the way you felt when that teacher came in front of you? And how many of you also remember a name of a teacher you prayed to all gods on planet Earth should be absent the next day? Welcome to Indian education. The way you study a subject has a lot got to do with the type of teacher you are actually associated with. Are you all getting that clear? Yes or no? If your teachers aren't trained to connect with children, if your teachers are only teaching a lesson plan, that's the first step of a child getting disconnected with your teacher. We had teachers who knew us by name, who knew who my father was, my mother was, when my mood is bad in a classroom. We have had teachers who, when the whole class is upset about something, takes us out for PT, who used to give us the freedom to play. We had teachers who believed in us. That's the most important thing. Are we believing in our children? And I think that's the essence of a great teacher. Someone who taught you something important in life, and someone who affirmed your worth and potential. Someone who kept telling your worth and potential. These are, I'm just not going to talk about any product here. I'm just going to give you top 5 to 8 of the best practices you can practice in your school. Number 1, look at these children. They're very vibrant, yes? Every child here was very glowing. They will receive me. This is a school in North Carolina. They knew my name. They knew my daughter's name. They knew which school my daughter studied, and they had gotten a gift for my daughter. I asked them, how did you do this? We Googled, researched you, doctor. And the children were so proactive. They were taking ownership. They were having conversations with me like an adult. And I always say, trust is the currency of the 21st century. If children don't listen to you, somewhere they have lost trust in you. And that's where I say, if you as an institution, when we work with the institution, the first thing we work with the institution is, how do we build trust among teachers? Do you all agree that's very important? Yes or no? Today, politics among teachers is the biggest barrier to education today, if you ask me. One teacher talks bad about the other teacher, this teacher besmirks the other teacher, the new teacher comes in and spoils the entire culture which you have created. How many of you agree with that, that managing the teacher mindset is a big problem today? If you look at the last 1 month of newspapers, the 5 suicides that happened, all of them because of a teacher who aggravatively spoke to a student and the student jumped. The student jumped from the 4th floor in Jaipur, student jumped in front of a metro in Delhi, and another student again jumped from his house. Now, why I'm telling you this is, if you check on your Google how to commit suicide, all the videos you watch will be also of suicide. Because the algorithm is reading you. That's why the child is getting very, very provoked. The first thing I would like to say is this, build trust. Second, something I learned in Japan. You know, in Japan, everybody cleans the toilet. Yes or no? All the children. But you know what they don't say? Every teacher also cleans the toilet. Unless we role model, we cannot make a difference in children. Yes or no? If you want your children to stop using the cell phone, you have to stop using the cell phone. If you want your children to be proactive, we have to be proactive. I remember a child coming and telling me, sir, enga appa vandu கூட்டிட்டு வந்தாங்க பையனை. சார் என் பையன் ரொம்ப பொய் சொல்றா சார், பொய் சொல்றா சார், பொய் சொல்றா சார், பொய் சொல்றா சார். எங்க குடும்பத்திலே யாரும் இப்படி பொய் சொன்னது இல்ல. I pushed the father out and asked the child, ஏன்பா இப்படி பொய் சொல்ற? Sir, my daddy is my hero, sir. Half the time daddy will be sleeping, sir. He will take the phone and tell mummy to say that he's gone out for work, sir. Now watch. What does the child see? A father who tells the mother to lie. Now, do you think the child is okay with lying now? Child thinks lying is normal. Because that's what he has seen everywhere. He thinks manipulation is normal. That's where he sees that everywhere. And that's where I always say, start, all of you repeat. Be, louder, be a role model for us and the people around. Can we all do that? Yes or no? First and foremost, be a role model. Second, Brazil. This is something I'll never forget. This school has been following our curriculum for the last 12 years. We're building character and competence in this school. It is in the most drug-infested area of Sao Paulo, and you'll be surprised, 1,800 children are studying there, and for the last 12 years, they have never got one case of drug abuse in that school. I tell you, in our generation, books used to give us knowledge, yes or no? Teacher used to give us knowledge, library used to give us knowledge. Today, all of that is available on a cell phone. They are coming to school to learn character and competence today, yes or no? And I always say, if we lose out, AI will come, internet will come, many things will come and go. But if you lose the fundamental of education, which is character building, leadership, and confidence, we have somewhere lost it out for our children today. So we need to focus on that, and that's where I say there are 2 things. Character is the root, personality is the fruit. What you see. Most of you do personality development. Change the outer, talks properly. It's all great. But if your character is shallow, it will fall down in the first obstacle. Character is where it has to be developed. Do you all agree anger outburst is a big problem today? Yes or no? And I tell you, going forward, suppressed anger among children will be a very big issue which bottles out under 17 and 18. We use a beautiful system called stimulus and response. Between stimulus and response, there is always a freedom to choose. I always say, if you can choose your response, allow children in a systematic way to choose their response. That's the best way you can get out of anger. So now we'll do a small game. All of you put your hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. Shake like this, shake, 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 shake. Nalla shake பண்ணுங்க. மேல கீழ. Nicely. And we are going to read out the slide one by one together. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. I can't. It's not my fault. I have to. We have no other choice. They won't let me. There is nothing we can do. How many of you reading this itself, you are feeling depressed? You know, there are some people, you'll go in the morning very excited to the school. You'll tell them, hi, good morning. And they'll say, Chiga, what is this morning? What is this life? What are we doing? Why are we here? What are we going to gain? What is going to happen? Whatever happens, nothing will come to us. You talk to them for 10 minutes, you will go into depression. They will go happily to the next person. Have you all seen that person? Yes or no? Yes? Now point at the person next to you. Point at the person next to you. Point. And say, I promise you. Look at them and say, I promise you. Definitely. I am not that person. I'm not telling about anybody in the hall here. Yeah? So, now let's all read this out together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. I can. I am sorry. I choose to. Let's look at all our options. I will get this done. There must be something we can do. Brilliant. And that's the fundamental of what we do in a school. When I train your teachers, I fundamentally train them that the first thing you have to stop is the negative connotation in your thinking. Are you all getting that clear? Yes or no? If you think negatively, you will get negatively. Simple. What you sow is only what you reap. Yes or no? All of you repeat. No child. Louder. No child learns a behavior from God. Take a deep breath in. Let it sink in. Nobody learns it from God. Then from who do they learn it? From us. So unless we transform our thinking, we can never transform the thinking of the child. Second, do you all agree? Lot of confusion is there among children today. Yes or no? What to select, what not to do, what to do. And I always say this. I want you to listen to this story. 12th standard topper. MBBS gold medalist, MS general surgery gold medalist. No girl wanted to marry him on Tinder because he was too studious. He told his mother, I'm coming home for lunch, parked his car in Nariman Point Bridge and jumped. All his teachers are saying, he was the best student. He did it. Oh my God. He did it. Oh my God. There is no point of education and marks if we don't build character and confidence in our children today. Yes or no? Can we all do that? Yes or no? As principals, I want you to take this back. Yes, academics is important, and I'll show you a classic example. How many of you remember your 7th standard maths mark? How many of you remember your 8th standard English mark? Some are looking as though whether they never studied English in their life. How many of you remember your 12th standard total mark? Welcome to India. 12th is only avlo tension padti. Finally, today, sitting here in the room, how many of you realize 12th mark was only to get you an admission? Adukku life ko sambandhame illa. Yes or no? Yes or no? That's it. Marks are important, but marks are not everything in life. Yes or no? There's something more to life. And I always say you need a vision in life. You need a commitment. And what's more important is the third one. What is that? Purpose. If a child feels purposeless, that's the building block of suicide. I don't know why I have to live. I failed in the subject. Everybody thinks I'm bad. So why should I live? Let me die. That's what we call as negative view of the future. So that's very important to build purpose. Second, all of you repeat. Listen first. Louder. Listen first, then speak. Now louder. In India. Louder. In India. We speak first. We speak second. We keep on speaking till the person runs away. That is what sir is thinking in his mind right now. Everybody, we always have this problem with us. We don't listen to people. Yes or no? So one thing I build when I train all the teachers is I always talk about the power of listening. And when you want to listen to a human, you have to avoid these 4 things. All of you repeat. First one is? Second? Third? Fourth? Are you all getting that? Avoid the habit of probing. I'll do this with a small 1-minute activity. All of you put your hands together like this. I like this. Everybody, come on. Now you'll all follow me. If you go to a prober, you know how they will be? You'll all do exactly as I'm doing. What happened? Do. Say, what happened? Tell me what happened. I want to know. My head is bursting. Now turn to your partner and scratch your partner a little bit. இப்படி தான் ப்ரோப் பண்ணிக்கிட்டே இருந்து you feel suffocated. How many of you have the habit of probing? யாரும் கை தூக்க மாட்டீங்களே. You know, you want to irritate a prober, you know how to do it? Go up to them and say, I have to tell you something important. I'll tell you tomorrow. அவ்வளவுதான், இன்னைக்கு நீங்க தான் கடவுள் அவனுக்கு. That's a prober. Second is evaluate. All of you put your hands like this. Do it. Say. Oh. எல்லாம் செம்ம ட்ரெண்டா இருக்கீங்க. This is evaluator. ஒருத்தங்க ஃப்ரெண்ட்ல பேசுவாங்க, இவங்க தலையில நடிச்சுக்கிட்டே இருப்பாங்க. Next is advisors. They are God's creation to mankind. All of you do it together. Blah 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 blah. எல்லாம் படுங்க. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah. You know, these are the advisors. They will start with all the advice. Finally, the best part is they won't follow their advice and I have to follow her advice. Yeah, thank you. Done. Another 2 minutes, I'll finish. All right. So I don't have time. So did you all get this clear? Yes or no? So let's repeat one more time. First one is? Louder. First one is? Second is? Third is? Fourth is? These 4 are the stumbling block as a leader that you don't listen because of these 4. So always catch yourself and give it up. Last, I want to end with just 2 things. One, this child tried to commit suicide. She went and told her friends and her friends tried to make fun of her. Every time someone made fun of her, she took a blade and cut herself. She had 312 cut injuries on her body. 312. And you know who she is? She's the class topper in 11th standard. She's the class topper and school pupil leader now. You know, many of you have this thing. If a child studies well and stands in the front and gives a speech, nothing is wrong with them. No. That is different. Mental health is different. Can you all get that clear? Yes or no? It's completely different. And we need to have empathy on every child. And the last part, I would like to end with a very important thing. I'll just cut it off. Yeah. So the last part I would like to say is, I wanted to talk about loneliness. Yeah. But I'll just end with one part. Yes. One important thing is separated parents today. Are you all understanding that? Yes. Many of the father is not the actual father of a child today. The parents separated before joining the school, or they joined the school after separation over there. So there is a different father's name. And you will know this when you interact. And that has a tremendous impact on the academics. And when we train teachers, I tell them how to identify such children and be empathetic to build a culture inside of them. Last is your autos, drivers, and IMRs. Now, every school I work, I insist we should also train them in empathy and teaching people behavior skills. Is that important? Yes or no? Take this back. Every time there is a IMR or someone having an issue, please be empathetic to them. That is very, very important. And yeah, I'll just skip this. The last part I want to say is this one part is I was called by the Indian Army to work in Kashmir. Me and my team went in Poonch Valley and we were able to pull out 140 children out of drug abuse. Now, so I'll give you the video, which I can't play it now, it's not time, but you can go to my Facebook and watch that video. It's a very deep video of how we worked in that area. One incident I want to say. I had 22 gunmen protecting me and we were going in a particular area. The gunmen took the gun and unlocked it and suddenly they wanted to fire. And I didn't know what happened. He kept the gun in between me and the car went up and down, gun went up and down, my heart also went up and down. If he pulled the trigger, nothing of my head will defeat. From nowhere, a sniper came and the sniper was pointing at my car. I looked at him and said, why are you doing this? And he said, sir, if a suicide bomber comes, first the sniper will shoot. If the sniper misses, I will shoot. If I miss and the sniper miss, I will come in front of you and hug you and I'll take the entire bomb on my body, he said. I looked at him and said, even in 10 generations, my wife will not love me like the way you're loving me, I said. And then I looked at him and asked, why are you doing it to a stranger like me who's not going to help you, nor do I know who you are? He looked and said, you don't know who I am, and you are definitely a stranger to me, but there is one thing in you because of which I will do it. You're an Indian, he said. And I think it's high time we as a country start becoming proud of our country today. Yes or no? Teach our children the pride. It's not about just Janagana Mana or Vande Mataram or the tricolor, this thing. No, there are Indian heroes inside our country. Yes or no? There are Indian people who are achieved in our country. Yes or no? Start to build a love for our country. When we build a love for our country, that's where true transformation will actually happen. Correct? And last, I will end with just one story. I don't have time. Story of this girl. She sat in the front row and we were doing a session on gratitude. I believe one thing that really changes lives is gratitude. Yes or no? And I do gratitude in all my sessions, especially all the teachers I work with. I make them do a deep gratitude session. And I want to share one story here. This girl was sitting in the front row. She was very disturbed and everybody was surrounding her. She got up, her hands were twisted, her legs were twisted. She started to walk. She had cerebral palsy and she had progressive paralysis. The day we did gratitude session, next day she came up on stage. She said, doctor, something beautiful happened in my life. I asked her what? I went straight to the mirror, looked straight into my eyes, and for the first time in my life, I said, I love you to myself, she said. I asked her why. She said, all my life people told me how disabled I was. For the first time in my life, I want to give up my mental disability and I want to be a normal girl, she said. Non-stop for 45 minutes, this girl danced to the song Lungi Dance. Today, this girl, Ramita, has passed her MCA in gold medal, works for EMC Squad company in Bangalore as head HR head today. All of them are acid attack victims. Former Minister Menaka Gandhi personally called me and wanted me to work with them. One girl in that group changed my life. When she was 6 months old, her father threw acid on her and burnt her entire body. Her mother died on the spot. Father was in jail. She was picked up and an NGO adopted her. They did full body skin graft. At 6 years, she started to get back to school. At 16, she finished 10th standard. At 18, she finished 12th standard. At 21, she finishes BCom. At 24, she finished his MBA. Today, she works as HR in L&T company in Bombay today. And I asked this girl, what is one thing in you that makes you unique? And she said, the one who sees what he is lost in life is a fool. The one who sees what he has got is a genius. I choose to be a genius doctor in my life, she said. Everything in our life starts with a dream, yes or no? Every child starts with a dream. And I end it with just one photograph that will sum up my entire speech today. Next slide. One photograph. This is none other than my photograph. This is my photograph. Taken 24 years back. I was in a car. The car was going up, down. It rammed into the edge of the bridge. My body was thrown out. My face hit the floor. My roof of the car hit my head. And for 3.5 meters, my face rubbed onto the hot tar road. Whole car blew up into flames. The villagers came and pulled my body out and threw it in the paddy field. I fell down. I touched my face and took it out. This entire skin you see here in my face came off in my hand. And that's where I came to know my life will not be the same again. They took me to the hospital and the neurosurgeons were called and they said, the boy has an hemorrhage. They called my parents and said, he will not live for tonight. Please inform your relatives. That was the first time in my life I wanted to live. First time in my life I wanted to see my parents. I lost the right eye. There was a left eye left. They put me onto the wheelchair. From a distance, a lady came running close to me. She came so close to me and that's where I realized it was my mother. She looked at me straight in the eye and said the one statement that changed my life. She said, Kannan, if you die, remember, in your next birth also, I only will be your mother, she said. And in that birth, at least for 50 years, I will take care of you because you're my breath, she said. அன்னைக்கு தாங்க முதல் தடவையா நான் லைஃப்ல உணர்ந்தேன் நமக்கு தெய்வம்னு ஒன்று இருந்தா அந்த முதல் தெய்வம் என்னைக்குமே நம்ம தாய் மட்டும்தாங்க. The second person who came was my father. He said, every time I've shouted at you, every time I've hit you, but every time I've done it is only out of love for you. You're my breath that goes through my nose, he said. And that's where I realized like how God has created 2 legs, 2 hands, 2 eyes, and 2 ears. God has created himself into wonderful human beings, which are none other than our mothers and fathers in this world. 2 of the wonderful people in the world, because of who I am standing here in front of you, are my mother and father over here. And I want to tell this. Today, the biggest pain I see is children hating their parents. It's so painful. What are we doing as educators? Why can't we teach the basic etiquette of respect and love for parents? And I have a daughter, and this is my daughter's photo. When I held her in my hand, I look at every school I work as somebody's daughter is there in that class. Somebody's child is there in that class. Somebody has put their entire legacy there. And I think if we can be conscious of that legacy, I think we can create a beautiful society. Yes or no? And I always say this, every second is a chance for us to turn our life around. Our children's only legacy is our children. Being yourself is the most beautiful thing you can be. And every second is a chance to turn your life around. And I feel if every child can be seen, empowered, loved, and connected, I think if every one of them we can treat them as our own child with a lot of love and empathy, I think nothing like it ever will ever work. So thank you all, and I look forward to working with a few of you, whoever is feel connected with our work and mission. Thank you all, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. It was truly a fun-filled and an energetic session post-lunch. I request the senior principals of Zone 1 Cluster School to come forward and confer our guest with a formal token of regard. Thank you all. Before the next session, it's my humble request. I request the speakers to limit their speech to 10 minutes. Thank you.
As we proceed, we invite Dr. Nidil Shaji, Chairperson of Zone 7 Chengalpattu Cluster Schools and the Principal of Jagannath Vidyalaya CBSE School, to welcome and introduce Mr. Sebin Verghese, Senior Product Specialist, Orient Black Swan.
A hearty welcome to one and all present here. I'm honored to read about Sebin P. Verghese. Mr. Sebin Verghese is an educationist with an experience in the field of teaching and teacher training for more than a decade. During his successful career, he has served at different organizations in different roles. He has been a teacher, head of the Department of English, and an academic coordinator. He has created content and has also conducted spoken English courses for schools. As a teacher trainer, Mr. Verghese has conducted training programs for a variety of audience throughout South India. Since 2013, he has been conducting training sessions on various topics for Orient Black Swan Private Limited. So far, he has trained more than 25,000 teachers and school leaders. He has conducted workshops for students and parents on education, parenting, and other mental well-being related issues. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Can we have the presentation? Hello, check.